Hello students, good morning. Very good morning to all of you. Today it's very nice time that you are listening the beginning of English literature. Beginning of English literature. We will live in or not. In 1564, 1564, what happened in this is, yes, it was the birth time, birth year, whose William Shakespeare. William Shakespeare. Everyone knows his name? Yes. Everyone knows his name because Shakespeare created a great upheaval in the history of English literature. How? By becoming the king of literature. By becoming the king of literature. Actually, this time is known as the time of starters, beginners, initiators of the different religions, of the different cultures, civilizations, languages, caste. So this period is very crucial not only in English literature but in the literature of the world. How I want to make you understand this thing, that this was the very, not only very, but I should say the most important period of the world, in the history of the world. This was the history, this was the time of creators. How? Because you will think that William Shakespeare, who was born in 1564, he was the father of dramas. Father of dramas. Before William Shakespeare, nobody knows what was drama, but Shakespeare created it in English literature. In our Hindu mythology, we study Shri Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj, who came in 1469. He came on this earth in 1469, who is known as the starter of Sikhism. So, in the history of Sikhism, we study that Shri Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj is the starter of this religion. He started new custom, new religion. He started new language. He started newnesses, styles, standards, and even all type of skills, even all type of modes and designs were also produced in this very crucial time. So this time is very important in the history of Sikhism. There was a person who was the starter of William Shakespeare. He was William Shakespeare. How had he shaken the world? By his works, by writing his poems, by writing his dramas, by writing his comedies, by writing his tragedies, even by writing novels, short stories, paragraphs. So William Shakespeare had studied by all over the people. Those who have been the scholar and student of English literature, they must have read about William Shakespeare. Dear, this was the time when the whole world was covered with the scholars, with the mentors, with the trainers of the different skills. In this period, there was no romanticism. Everyone was related to realism. Everyone believed in realism in this time. Realism. Now we think that what is realism? Means realities of the life. What are the realities of life? Realities are very scientific term. Realities is very scientific term. It can be applied for this external world that Shakespeare has used as a tool, as a term, as a technique to make us understand the literature. While writing English literature all over the world, every person was very curious to know about the newnesses. So William Shakespeare started writing novels, dramas, poems, essays, short stories. In every field of writing he covered. No doubt, especially and particularly Shakespeare is known as the father of drama or the founder of dramas. Shakespeare, in Shakespearean writings, you will read there were many discoveries, there were many researches. Before this time, nobody knows about English literature. It was also the time of discovery of India. 1498. If we study in the history, we find that 1498 is the period when Vasco da Gama came in India for doing what? For discovering India, not for inventing India. Discovery and invention, there are two words. Discovery means something was covered, something was unknown to them, and they knew that there is a land that is known as India in the world. In which year? In 1498. Earlier nobody knows about this land of the world. But in 1498, so this time is very crucial time. This was the very important time. In this century, a number of producers, creators, discoverers came in India. No doubt Shakespeare belongs to the land of England, but in India there was also the time of discoveries. inventions, new essays, researches. So this time in India as well as for the world was very important time. Shakespeare, who has written many knowledgeable type of literature for extending the knowledge of the students, for extending the knowledge of the business, for extending the knowledge of jobbers, servicemen, professionals, politicians. Whether you can say Shakespeare is the only one personality of English literature who is known as the multi-dimensional personality of English literature. Why do I say he is multi-dimensional? Because he told us the very hidden terms of the words. While writing the poem, let me note the marriage of two minds. Positively, it means that William Shakespeare wanted to emphasize that let me do the marriage of two hearts. In the second poem, he says that how shall I compare thee? This is the very important poem personally for William Shakespeare, because he spent a lot of time with her beloved, and in the memory of his beloved, he writes by writing the poem, how shall I compare thee? Later on, he says that there is no comparison of my friend, nor the marble, nor the gilded monuments. This is also the poem, title of the poem that Shakespeare has written for praising, for admiring, for appreciating the sweet moments of his friend. So this was a really crucial time in the history of writing the poems in English literature, because Shakespeare himself was the starter of, inventor of Shakespearean sonnets. Not only in the field of writing poems, but also equally he was famous, popular in the field of writing comedies and tragedies. By writing King Lear, Othello, The Merchant of Venice, Hamlet, many tragedies he wrote. In the field of comedies, he wrote As You Like It, Twelfth Night, Much Ado About Nothing. These were his milestone and landmark in the history of English literature. No doubt Shakespeare married a woman who was 8 years older than him. But by the circumstances, under the circumstances, he wrote such kind of literature. We can obviously believe that whether the body of Shakespeare is not available on this earth, but the air, fire, soil, sky, water, and the light and sound in the works, and light and sound in the writings of literature, we have a great glimpse of William Shakespeare. I am not much ado about nothing. I am speaking spade and spade. Shakespeare really shaken the world by writing. Now, in this time, a great, not only great, the greatest intellectual personality, who is known as Francis Bacon. Francis Bacon, who is known as the father of essayists. So he was the greatest essayist. He wrote in his writings about Oak studies. This was also very important time, because before Francis Bacon nobody knew why do they study history. Nobody knew why do they study mathematics. Nobody knew why do they study science. Nobody knew why do they study laws. Nobody knew why do they study poems. So Francis Bacon wrote a revolutionary change in the psychological study of the different subjects. Really, this time was very crucial time. This was very important time in the history of, not only in the history of English literature, but the history of the whole world. All the worldly changes come in this period. Psychological and philosophical study of the literature started by Francis Bacon. Means Francis Bacon analyzes, observes on the different subjects. Why do they study different subjects, and what are the kinds of the books? What are the purposes and what are the objectives of the study? Why do we study? Why do we communicate? What is the meaning of listening? What is the meaning of reading? What is the meaning of writing? What is the meaning of speaking? Everything was analyzed and observed by Shakespeare keenly, by the core of his heart, by the core of his mind. Intellectually and brilliantly, Shakespeare exposed these things. It was not really a cup of tea at that time. It was really a hard nut to crack for everyone to understand the different terms and objectives of the subjects. So, in English literature, these were the literary giants in the universities, in the foreign universities at that time. So William Shakespeare came in this period in 1564. By the birth, what happened? It was also the time of Elizabethan age in English literature. It was the time of Queen Elizabeth. Because Elizabeth came at the throne in this time, and everyone was free to write any kind of literature. But this was the time of writing literature that is really knowledgeable, informative, instructive, directive. Not for any kind of amusement, not for romance. It was not the time of romance. Because Shakespeare's writings are really intellectual, like our Swami Vivekananda's writings. What was the thought of Swami Vivekananda for our country? As he says that unspoken is more powerful than spoken, unwritten is more powerful than written, unlistened is more powerful than listened, and unread is more powerful than read. These were the great terms that was applied by Shakespeare as well as Swami Vivekananda. These were the incomparable personalities of the world. In this time, Shakespeare No doubt it was not the time of birth of Shakespeare, but now we are discussing about the concept, about the thought of the different personalities, different most popular personalities of the different fields. How they are similar to, on the basis of their thought, on the basis of their concept. I am discussing about them. Shakespeare and parallelly, similarly, we study Shri Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj, who brought us back to the study of words, and he created the magic of words, music of words, and even miracle of the words. Shri Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj, he really executed, he really made us aware about the power of meditation. In this time, where there was the writing of the literature, where there was the revolution in writing of words, everyone knew that what is the power of word, how the word can bring back us, how the word can take us up, how the word can take us forth. So this was the time of word as well. How the word was known by the word. How the word was known by the word? By writing, by literature. We understand that one idea can change the whole world, whole scenario of your mind and body. One word. Not only one word, but by writing, by the thought of one word, by listening one word, by reading one word, by speaking one word, and by writing one word. It can change us. How do we believe that one cannot change? One can change the whole nation of the words, not only the external word but also internal words. So this philosophy and this psychology was written by our great literary philosophers, our great literary psychologists. They were defined about the terms that are not being applied rightly, that are not being understood by the people. That was Shakespeare unfolded in front of us, exposed in front of us, and really he revealed that what does the meaning of love? Love is not confined in the physical love. Love is that which is never changing, unchangeable truth of life. Marriage means the meeting. So these terms that what Shakespeare exposed in the words, love is that which is like the lighthouse in the vast ocean, which shows the path to the ships. And this love was like a north star of sky, which never care of the obstacles, hindrances and problems of the world. It is unshaken. It is forever. So this is the broad philosophy, this is the broad idea and attitude of Shakespeare that he has expressed in his whole writings. But when someone will study him deeply, then he will know. Thanks. Dhanyavad.